We have officially crossed the threshold into the era of the 8X engineer. This isn't just a minor speed boost. It is a fundamental shift in the human-machine hierarchy. Anthropic's scaling models are no longer just tools. They are multipliers, turning a single developer into a high-velocity production powerhouse. How did we reach this massive multiplier? It required a complete evolution of the development roadmap. We've moved from solo manual labor to chatbots, and finally to coding agents that close the loop, where Claude begins to architect and optimize its own successors. To appreciate this leap, remember the baseline of 2021. Development was limited by raw human bandwidth, one person, one laptop, and zero AI assistance. Progress was linear because the bottleneck was the physical speed of a human brain processing code. The first crack in that bottleneck was the chatbot era. Claude 3.5 acted as a passive consultant, but the workflow remained human-centric. You had to prompt, copy, and paste, tethering Anthropic's intelligence to the slow pace of manual intervention. Stage 3 changes everything as Claude evolves into a coding agent with direct write access to your files. Your role shifts from writer to reviewer, managing a swarm of agents that can architect entire systems while you sleep. By stage 4, we reach autonomous workers that collaborate without any human oversight. These swarms manage entire repositories and initiate a self-improvement loop where the AI starts building the very infrastructure it needs to grow faster. This is where we shatter the human bottleneck. In this recursive cycle, Claude v1 builds v2, which builds v3, moving us from the steady climb of human progress to the vertical acceleration of machine-led intelligence. The true measure of this power is the task horizon, the stamina of AI productivity. Claude's capacity for independent work is doubling every quarter, stretching from minutes of focus to weeks of autonomous, high-level research. As these horizons expand, our old benchmarks like SWE Bench are hitting total saturation. Claude has effectively solved them, rendering traditional tests useless for measuring the superhuman progress happening within Anthropic's latest frontier models. With benchmarks solved, we turn to real-world reasoning. Claude can now maintain focus over 16 hours of independent work. This level of autonomous reasoning marks a staggering shift in how we define technical labor. When an AI can work for 16 hours straight, authorship shifts. By 2026, Claude will generate 80% of all merged code, transforming the role of a software engineer into that of a high-level systems architect. This 8-fold surge in productivity is driven by the model's ability to execute its own code. However, this explosion of output creates a new challenge, a massive increase in technical complexity that only an AI can manage effectively. To survive this surge, reliability must scale too. Claude is now capable of automating hundreds of bug fixes simultaneously, performing 4 years of human labor in a single weekend to keep the system stable and clean. Reliability allows for a leap into open-ended tasks. Anthropic's Mythos has climbed from a 26% success rate to 76%, proving it has developed the professional judgment to solve problems that don't have a predefined map. Claude isn't just writing code anymore. It is industrializing research. While previous models were faster than humans, the Mythos preview hits a staggering 52 times human pace, turning months of discovery into a single afternoon. By mastering research design, Claude has graduated from assistant to principal investigator. While humans struggle to bridge complex research gaps, Claude's autonomous swarms are now architecting 97% of experiments from scratch. The final frontier is taste and discernment. Mythos is the first model to cross the human baseline in research judgment, moving AI to the very top of the organizational pyramid where the most critical decisions are made. Amdahl's law tells us that speed is limited by what we cannot automate. As Claude floods the layers of execution and design, human judgment becomes the only remaining bottleneck, the pressure point for our future. Once human review falls as a bottleneck, we face three futures. While progress could stall, Mythos points toward a compounding explosion of efficiency, or full recursive self-improvement. The window for us to act is now.